Aha! Welcome to Viva la Máquina. We love cars and we love museums. So when we hear that a fellow enthusiast is struggling, we worry. So this is the Sarasota Classic Car Museum, established in '53. It's been dying for years. They have economic struggle. They have some good cars, but the building is kind of falling apart. They got roof leaks and yada yada yada. They got some good cars. They got this Triumph over here, fairly cute. They got some very early cars, beginning of the 20th century. They call pre-war, 1915, 20s, 30s. A lot of different cars from different eras. And they keep them modernizing and going up in ages. Here we are in World War II. The Jeep. This Jeep is beautiful. I love this Jeep. Look at that nose. Ooh, got a 50 caliber gun too. It's a 1937 Streamliner from a guy who was into the futuristic. 1937. Look at how aerodynamic it looks. Over there is a 2CV Volkswagen Action convertible and a Combi. 21 window, 23. I don't know. I didn't count them. Some big American iron, big Cadillac. And this is not American. No, it's an Italian, and it's red. Yes, this over here. Come from Italy. Alfa Romeo 1991 SZ. Was supposed to be some kind of a prototype. Not too much of a hot rod. It's 207 horsepower with a V6. But back then, that was hot. And we are now walking towards the Scuderia Ferrari. That's like a 308, like the Magnum PI used in the early 80s. The other one is a fairly common Ferrari. That looks like a GTO, but I don't think it is. Front engine. And this one over here is for the gentleman who likes Ferraris but doesn't want to look like he's driving one. So it's kind of a GT gentleman cruiser kind of thing. Another turnaround, 911, red Cobra, and a Bronco in the back. Got some Dodge Challenger. These are 1960s Mercedes-Benz. This is a Cobra Jet factory stalker kind of thing. Seems that they removed the engine. It's way too high in the front. These are 1964 Ford Fairlane. The Thunderbolt. They secured the super stock for 64. This is a Continental with suicide doors and a bunch of Porsches, 944s. Porsche always liked the budget car in their line. These are 924, even smaller and more puny. This is the 928. Got V8 in the front. Not cheap at all. The 911, early 911, 1960s, and now we're in Italy again. Iso Rivolta. This car is, I think this is an Espada. The black one is a Grifo. And this is a BMW Isetta, just to confuse the heck out of you. Yeah, this is an Iso Rivolta. From a distance, it looks like a Aston Martin. It's very different kind of look. Sort of like a Mustang. And over here is another Iso Rivolta. Looks like a Lamborghini Countach, But this one you can actually drive, and it got windows. You can see out. Works great. Yeah, it looks great. No spoiler, no wing in the back. What a bummer. Now we turn around to see if I can turn everybody dizzy, and that's the entrance. They got the ugliest car right at the entrance. And we got our friend Triumph, Austin Healey, late 50s, early 60s, and a bunch of 356 Porsches. 356 Porsches, they lasted for a very long time, a few decades. And they were good cars, well designed, but they didn't have a whole lot of power. And that got cured when the 911 came on board. That four-cylinder, you can only stretch that four-cylinder so much. And it was basically based on the Volkswagen. And here I made it into the garage. I don't know if I was supposed to get in, but I did. They got a bunch of assorted cars of different eras. This car over here, I don't know what it is. Prowler. McDonald's stock car. And this is a Shark. It looks like the Jetson kind of car. Probably a prototype from the 60s that they used for some kind of show. This Shark from Peugeot. Got the engine in the back. And a bunch of motorcycles. I don't know much about motorcycles, but they're here. Mopeds and motorcycles. All dusty. Yeah, including that one. Well, that's it. That's Thunderbolt. Thank you very much. Adios.